Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Raw review for the night. September 18th, 2017. The final war before No Mercy from San Jose, California. Of course, I mentioned my Attack Sports. We lost Bobby Heenan last night. The Brain, the Weasel, what do you want to call him? A wrestling legend, best manager and announcer in the history of wrestling. Kind of more sad because here in Detroit, where I live, a local wrestling company, XICW, was supposed to have him for their big show at Cobo Hall on October 7th, but he pulled out just weeks before his untimely passing. I would love to have been there and met him, but he looked rough in his final days. But he's at peace now. Rest in peace to you, the Brain. Thank you for the memories. And with that, Raw tonight, off the backdrop of that, and going up against Monday Night Football for the second week in a row. Raw did, yeah, he came for wrestling, got none of it. I know it's the go-home show. I know it's been all about building for No Mercy. Specifically, a lot of build for the two big matches, the main event and the second main event. And unfortunately, half of those matches, participants weren't there. Well, Lesnar was kind of via satellite, but he never appeared to the audience in the arena, besides on the screen. And Cena was in China for a WWE show down there with the SmackDown crew. So, you had half the people there to build it, especially in Roman's case. Both Lesnar and Strowman were in the building, but only Strowman made a live appearance. We'll see. I'll get to that. But we didn't get a lot of matches tonight. But we had two really good matches, a couple squashers in there. And we had, finally, a title match being made for No Mercy 6 days away, in a last-minute addition to a title match with a return, setting up the motion for that to happen. We will kick off all with Kurt Angle, getting us hyped for No Mercy, especially it's been built upon the Cena-Roman match and the Strowman-Lesnar match. Every other match is like, yeah, we don't give any other matches. The other match is not getting much build at all. And of course, until tonight, we didn't know that Miz would defend his title at all. For the second pay-per-view in a row, we were heading towards Miz not defending his IC title. He brought it up when he interrupted Angle. And he said that Miz would defend the title at No Mercy. He said that weeks ago. But we didn't know against who. Then we finally would find out who would face Miz in a match that would be determining it. Was first off a fatal four-way. It was the Hardys, Elias, and Jason Jordan. But Miz is like, I hate the fact that you're giving your son these opportunities. He lost the last 2 weeks to both Cena and Reigns. Why do you deserve a shot against me? I think two other guys should be in that match. By Mr. Odds. So they were added, making it a six-pack challenge. And as Miz was talking down Angle, of course, Miz is really expecting a child with his wife, Maurice, saying he would be better dad than Angle, saying what he did last week. Here comes Jason Jordan. And he keeps going, Kurt. He's not calling him dad. They want to sell this relationship. Let him call him dad instead of by his first name. I used to call my dad by his first name, but not anymore. I've been calling him a lot more dad lately. So, and I'm 29, but still. Anywho, Miz kept talking, and he got decked by Jordan. And then, of course, the Miz Squad helped take Miz to the bag following the aggressive attack from Jason Jordan. And then they had a little backstage segment to that with Angle saying, listen, the talkers are going to be there. They're trying to still sell this Angle thing. This this Angle with Jordan and Kurt being father-son. It's trying to sell it. You know what I mean? It's still not getting over the Angle, but Jordan's getting over without the Angle, especially his performances the last 2 weeks against Roman and Cena. It'd be interesting to see the fact that he would open up Raw the last 2 weeks. And now he's the main event tonight. Big opportunity to prove everybody wrong that he deserves to be in a main event position. To win this main event tonight and face Miz at No Mercy. We'll see how that goes. But we do have one title match set for No Mercy. Being, of course, a women's fatal four-way, being Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Emma. Emma was still in Australia because it's a home country, so she stayed a few days. We did not see Emma. A lot of participants for big matches for No Mercy were not at Raw tonight for the belt. Cena wasn't there. Lesnar wasn't in the arena. He was just on a segment with Strowman. And Emma was in Australia. So we would have Nia Jax take on Bliss. And I expected a screwy ending. We kind of did. But we did have a clean ending. With a little screwiness tossed in. So Bliss tried her best to overcome the big opportunity that Nia had, being the weight advantage and the height advantage. And Bliss tried to win from the aggressiveness of Nia, trying to say, were they friends? This whole friends thing. They used to be friends and are not. I think I heard like Nia Jax chant. Is she the face or is Bliss the face? We don't know. But as Bliss trying to win, here comes Sasha blocking her path. And literally, Bliss was caught between a rock and a hard place. She tried to win back to Nia and basically ran into Nia, booming into her on the outside. Nia would finish the job off, picked up the scraps with some big moves, landing up with the Samoan drop. And the 1-2-3 victory for Nia Jax. It was an okay little matchup, but the talk was the post-match beatdown. Even Sasha got in there all over Nia, got on Nia's back, but she got tossed for goodwill. So they got beat up, both Bliss and Sasha by Nia. And then here comes Bayley, returning from a shoulder injury. They probably purposely saved her return for her hometown of San Jose. She's been getting booed lately. And one way to get back into the fans' favor for Bayley is to make a comeback in her hometown of San Jose, taking out Nia with both Bliss and Sasha, triple teaming Nia out of the ring. But then as Bayley and Sasha confirmed the friendship, Sasha needs to turn heel. Are they ever going to pull the trigger? Hey, if they're not going to turn Cena or Reigns heel, they're not going to do the same for Sasha. Anywho, Bliss wanted to be friends. How many of us have them? Friends, ones you can depend on. But Nia was still laying. Sasha and Bayley didn't buy the plea for friendship from Alexa. Double teaming with Sasha, giving a big slap to Bliss, leading to Bayley to belly from Bayley. Then later on, we would find out. I think there was even some suspicion. I watched wrestling with Brian Zane, a little cheap one, and he said they still have opportunities, a four-way, but they still have opportunity to make it their favorite number when it comes to women's matches, a fatal five-way, and it'll be a fatal five-way for the women's title this Sunday. Bayley has been inserted. Now, I think the better move would have been Sasha and Nia and Emma and Alexa face off and have Bayley face the winner the next night on Raw or the next Raw pay-per-view unless Asuka debuts. Because I mean, Asuka is debuting right after TLC, the next Raw pay-per-view. So there's been a lot of suspicion about having Bliss or Emma win the title, keep the title, or in Emma's case, win the title. It'd be cool to see Emma win, even though she's probably going to be a stepping stone for Asuka. So hey, if Emma does win, hey, she get the championship. For opportunity, she's been begging for the internet will pay off. Even if, like I said, she may lose to Asuka and hopefully not get hurt again, because Asuka has hurt her in the past during their days in NXT. So now, after that, on to the next matchup. Speaking of matches, I thought we're going to be, we're going to get additions to matches. I thought that Cesaro and Sheamus and the Hardys friends, Ambrose and Rollins match would be a triple threat with the club. Well, that triple threat was tonight. Because we had Sheamus and Cesaro come out. It's interesting. They were feuding with the Hardys, who won Nostalgia Act. Now we have the Reunited Mini Shield reunion. Talking down Nostalgia Acts. And of course saying that we don't just set the ball, we are the ball. Well, I saw a Ford commercial saying, but the Ford truck that doesn't set the ball, it is the ball. Well, I think WWE might be suing Ford soon for copyright infringement. Anyway, out comes the champs. Talking a little jibber jabber. And then the club comes out. Calling them nerds. And Ambrose took offense to that and made a low ball stemming from last week. You made a ball last week, ball tonight as well. It would lead to a triple threat tag match. A match that should have been in the pay-per-view. Non-title, may I add. It was a decent triple threat, you know. It was tough to watch Raw tonight because I was watching the football game because the Lions were in it. Lions won. Yay! Well, yay, Lions won. Yay, New York lost. 0-2. 0-2. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Giants. Anyway, all three teams had a little bit of advantage. You know, Sheamus all looked pretty good. There was some great double teaming. The club, despite being misused a lot since their debut, they did look good as well. Big team, but of course the champs look pretty good. I like they both. My favorite spots in the match, they both did suicide dives. Like they did, like Rollins was here, Ambrose was there, they did double dives, and then he switched the other side and did it again. So that was a cool little spot there. So then following that offense from the champs, Sheamus and Dissolve would come in some big moves, taking them out. And then the club tried for some things. And I had a feeling that if they're not going to have a triple threat match, they're going to have the club eat the pin. Because they can't have the challengers pin the champs or the champs pin the challengers. Well, we saw a champ get pinned tonight in non-title. So I would not have been surprised if the champs would have eaten the pin. But I knew in the end, the club would eat the pin. And guess what? They did. Sheamus is all picking up the pin for victory on the club, sending a big message to the tag team champs. In a fun triple threat, should have been a No Mercy, but hey, you know, still be one-on-one. We only have a lot of couple multi-person matches. Hey, it's now fatal 5-way for the Raw Women's title now. So there you go. So now, at this point, it's like what, almost 9:30. We only had two matches. Now we had another match. But it was a Jabba match. It was Kurt Hawkins. He publicly mentioned his 114 match losing streak. People made me fun of him on Twitter. You know, he hasn't won a match ever since he returned to the company last summer. And I was like, who's he going to face? He's going to face like somebody like Big Show, like a Womp, but Big Show got hip surgery, so that was out. So it's like, maybe Apollo Creed. And sure enough, it was Apollo Creed. The less over member of the Titus Worldwide brand, would take on Kurt Hawkins for the one triumph time. This is the feud that never, or should I say, this is the streak that never ends. It will go on and on, my friend. He will lose on and on. Spoiler, Hawkins lost. Okay, little jump match, you know, but Apollo, man, he's got. I've applauded him since he came in from NXT. He has great athleticism, a great billion dollar smile, but he hasn't had the right character to get himself over. Even with Titus O'Neil, he's kind of over, but Akira Tozawa is more over than him. You didn't even see Tozawa that much tonight at all. Not even on a cruiserweight segment, the obligatory cruiserweight segment. So now we've had like a couple matches, a couple promos. We had a couple promo packages that are pretty good. The Lesnar Strowman package was good. So was the Cena Reigns promo package. You know, they're having up these two matches. It's basically like, oh, we have the two big matches. The rest of the matches, yeah, we're not going to focus on them. We're not going to build them. Hey, we only added the IC title match 6 days before the pay-per-view. That's how much we care about the title. Means we don't carry a champion. Even if you have a good promo guy. You know, especially in the last week's skating promo against Enzo. Anywho, we have a face-to-face separate with Strowman and Lesnar with Heyman. You know, interesting little segment. Both guys. Well, Lesnar didn't do a lot of talking. Of course, talking was left again to his advocate, whose name is Paul Heyman. And he's saying that Strowman is the big factor here. He's taking out the champ more than one occasion, especially last week, taking him out before he would take out Cena with some steel steps. But Lesnar's been the underdog before against Taker, and he beat the streak something no one thought anyone would ever do, let alone Lesnar. And then Strowman has awoken the beast and caught his way to pounce on him at No Mercy. We didn't see the confrontation. They were both separated, probably in separate rooms. But we did see Strowman come out later on. We didn't see Lesnar come out to the arena. But Lesnar did end by saying that Strowman, I've been backed into a corner before. At No Mercy, I'm ready for you. I'm at my best when I'm in the corner. Oh, suplex city, bitch. And then that. So, there you go. Okay, a little promo. We didn't see the confrontation, but at least it saves it. We've seen a lot of physical between these two the last couple of weeks. So at least we have 1 week without them getting physical. But, you know, it's the go-home show. You did something big, especially against football. But that was last week. So now, on with the build for the next big match for No Mercy. Roman Reigns coming out to a bunch of boos like usual. We've seen it out there. I think Reigns, his promo last week was pretty good. You know, he had good delivery last week. And this week, even without Cena there, Reigns did well again. It's not often we get, let alone one good promo for Reigns. It's more rare than often to see Reigns do 2 good promos 2 weeks in a row. And he's like, saying that Cena's stupid. He even said Cena may be the best talker, but he said some stupid shit. Yeah, woman said shit. That Cena's nothing more than a jacked up white dude with a crew cut. He wouldn't have a career here if he didn't look like that. Just ask Alex Riley. Ooh, more fourth wall tearing down. Of course, a lot of diehard fans, including myself, know that there is some real-life beef between Alex Riley and John Cena. Some people say that Cena's backstage politicking. Reigns is kind of on this one. Cena has very young talent on and off screen. Because apparently Cena's politics got Alex Riley fired. Because there was some real-life hatred. And even mentioned Cena's promo against The Rock, playing that old promo from 2012. We've been comparing to Cena Reigns promos to The Rock Cena promo on a lower extent level. But Roman's like, Cena talked shit about Rock going all Hollywood and not being there every week. Well, Cena's now preaching what he talked against. He's not here this week. Well, he wasn't doing a movie, Roman. He was actually at a wrestling show. Like, that would have made more sense. Like, Roman's like, you want Cena? Well, he's not here. TV star. It would have been more impactful if Cena was actually doing a movie. But he was actually wrestling in another country. In China. China! Anyway. So Roman's ready for No Mercy, basically. He'll see him Sunday movie star. He didn't blow him a kiss like Cena did in his Rock promo. He just give him like a little and then boom. So decent strong promo from Reigns. Like, he's not the best talker in the world, but when he wants to, he can be good. You know, people give him shit, and I have. I'm not the only one. You know. But this was a decent promo. I have to eat core a little. I think a lot of people had to eat core tonight with Reigns delivering a good promo. Some would say, oh, it's because he didn't have Cena to throw him off. He did have a little stumble, but he didn't recover. So, see what happened Sunday between Cena and Reigns. The match we thought would never happen. Should have been WrestleMania, but hey, I heard they want to save it for Mania, or at least a bigger pay-per-view. But we've seen him making a movie soon, and Lesnar leaving again with or without the title after No Mercy. No more events for him the rest of the year. He won't be at Survivor Series. They need one big match for Survivor Series. If it ain't Cena Woman, what will it be? Got pushed up to No Mercy because of Cena filming his Bumblebee movie and his movie producers not wanting him to risk injury while shooting the film. So, get ready for Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, we got Bray Wyatt against Finn Balor in a man-on-man match, which basically means that Finn Balor cannot use his face paint. It's the rubber match between these two. Bray won the Wall before SummerSlam. And of course, Finn, as the Demon, won at SummerSlam. So it's rubber match. Will we see Balor win without the Demon face paint? Well, if this is any indication, Bray could get the win. Because if you don't have your face paint on, you lose. In favor of Goldust taking on Bray as revenge for last week, and this was a man-on-man match because Goldust's face paint was rubbed off with alcohol following his loss against Bray last week. And with newfound aggression from the fact that he got his face being rubbed off. Plus, of course, his brother squabbling with WWE for bringing back Starcade, without mentioning the fact it was their dad, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who was the mastermind behind it. Hell, they even invited Cody to wrestle at Starcade. This event for in North Carolina, Greensboro, when the first Starcade was held. But it's not a network special yet. It might be a network special. You know, it's like the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Why not the Survivor Series too? Hey, they're in the South, you know, the Survivor Series is in Houston. So it makes sense they're going to stay in the South for a couple shows. And then doing Starcade, bringing back some WCW names. You know, they did Great American Bash, now they bring back Starcade. How about some War Games? Maybe not. Anyway, we can all dream. We can dream. So, despite this newfound question from Goldust, he looked good pretty on. You know, oh, sure, say Dustin Rhodes. You know, he wasn't Goldust tonight. He was still wearing the Goldust suit. Without the face paint, he was just plain old Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Runnels, whatever you want to call him. So he tried his best to be aggressive, but he just got leveled after his offensive fury. Just got nailed with just one Sister Abigail and the 1-2-3 victory for Bray Wyatt. And then Finn Balor came on the screen. I didn't listen to what he said because I was watching the football game with audio and video. I had like a multi-view going, but I had football on the main screen and then just had wrestling on the side, so I couldn't hear. I just saw it in the corner. Thank you, AT&T. Anywho, with our next scheduled affair, which was said to be Enzo Amore, love it or hate it, the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title this Sunday. And you can't write that. I'm trying to do a good joke with this catchphrase, but I couldn't think of anything on the fly. Speaking of on the fly, Enzo was flying after his usual opening jabber, talking down about Neville probably, then boom, right from behind he went flying when Braun Strowman came out and just annihilated him. Proving our point of why Enzo deserves to be on 205 Live. You know, whether or not Miz's statement was true, which it is true about Enzo just going to 205 Live, not just because of his colorful personality, because there was nowhere left to go because the roster hates him. He also made a 205 Live because he can't get his ass kicked and his weaknesses exposed by bigger guys. Not just like big ass, but especially Strowman. And I don't know why Kalisto should be on 205 Live, but if they're fucking up all the other guys, putting Enzo over more than them, I think Kalisto deserves to stay off 205 Live till the proper athletic cruiserweights and talented ones get more over than Enzo. But it's tough. You know, they're more known for workload than character development. But Enzo got laid out. And Neville came out and picked up the pieces, delivering a red arrow leading towards this match against Grand Metalik. Another guy who should be more over than Enzo and getting more opportunities than Enzo for the Cruiserweight title like Cedric Alexander as well. I can't believe Jack Gallagher turned heel. Mainly because of Enzo being a popular babyface. Love him or hate him, he's still kind of over him. His mouth can get him so far. Fans might be turning, but we shall see. Especially with the backstage talks making it public on the dirt streets. So anywho, Grand Metalik proved yet again why he should be more over. You know, having a great athletic showing against Neville. Walking the rope, he had a great splash off the top. That was cool. But despite his best efforts, he got 8 big moves from Neville, leading up to the Wings of Saturn and the victory for the Cruiserweight Champion, delivering a big statement for his match against Enzo. We have no word still on what the pre-show match will be, but if time has shown us anything, the Cruiserweight match will once again be the pre-show match for the 3rd straight pay-per-view in a row. It was a pay-per-view pre-show for Great Balls of Fire. It was a pre-show match for SummerSlam, and I would not be surprised if for the 3rd time it's the pay-per-view pre-show match this time for No Mercy. No mercy. No mercy. Thank God we haven't seen that Bliss commercial in a while. Maybe they realized how fucking creepy it was and how stupid it was. I love Bliss, but that was a weird, creepy commercial with her doing like the NOMERCY. Line them up and make them great. No mercy. No mercy. Anywho, speaking of No Mercy, we find out who would face The Miz at No Mercy. in our six-pack challenge main event. At least this main event was deservedly so, unlike last week, where the 6-man, 8-man tag should have not been the main event, and it should have been Cena Strowman. But as I mentioned, they put it there because they were in between football games and wanted to get Cena Strowman on before the Bungles game came on. But this six-pack challenge main event would feature both Hardys, who were in last week's main event, along with the Mr. Raj, Jason Jordan, and Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? Elias is more over than an NXT. I've been saying about his main roster push about him really looking good. You know, getting a quiet build with him just drifting around a few weeks after WrestleMania, and then steadily building him in, even though it's against Jobbers, but he did have big matches with Balor and Ambrose to start off with. So, especially when Ambrose was still IC champion. So, good six-pack challenge. Of course, you have no DQ, so Miz was at ringside accompanying his boys. I don't think we saw Maurice that much. Well, I think Maurice is probably on maternity leave because of a pregnancy. So she probably doesn't want any physical harm done to her or newborn child. You know, they probably just got this news. I think it's real. Did anyone said, is it real or not? I think it's real. So, and the Hardys look pretty good early on, especially Jeff. But I think when Jeff and Matt collided a couple times, like, it's interesting. They're brothers, but guess what? When there's a ton of matches on the line, it's every man for themselves. Or in this case, every brother for themselves. Both try to put each other, and Jeff when they met with the twist of fate, but I think, or the side effect, thereby Matt onto Jeff. And I think Jeff got hurt in that melee. You know, he got a little shoulder hurt, hope it's nothing serious. And despite the one shoulder, Jeff didn't look good later on. Trying to go for the Swanton, delivering some big moves. The Lions looked pretty good early on, too. But then Jason Jordan came in. So big moves taking on the Miztourage, pulling the straps down. And Elias would come up, break some big moves, especially when Jeff Hardy had his little offensive fury late. Trying to go for the twist of fate. And the Swanton and Elias broke up a pain. And Jordan was taking out for a bit. And even Elias came close to him, but the drift away. But then Jeff came in with a big move. And this is an interesting point of the ending. The Miztourage came back in with Axel getting nailed by Jeff, but then Jeff tried to pin Axel. And then Miz would pick up the count under Jeff Hardy. But inadvertently, gave Jason Jordan an opening. He came back in, delivered his finish under Axel in the 1-2-3 victory for Jason Jordan. It was going to be Jordan or Hardy. And it's going to be Jason Jordan against The Miz. The match that was supposed to be at SummerSlam happening 1 month later than expected. At No Mercy this Sunday. So, I think Jordan's kind of over, more over than he was a month ago, but it's still got a lot of work to be done. Well, it's kind of, didn't get a lot of noise because I heard there was lack of ticket sales in San Jose. There's been some ticket sales declining, especially on SmackDown side. So I got some good seats for cheap, kind of, for Hell out the LCA. But without Cena Lesnar being there live, because Lesnar was on the screen, not backstage, not on the ring, unless he was a dunk match main event or something. We've seen it in China. You know, ticket sales went down. So, Miz stood down Jason Jordan. Tried to go for a cheap shot. Then Jordan nailed him with a big suplex. And then the Miz started beating him up. You know, the double team was on until both Axel and Bo held up Jason to be nailed with the skull-crushing finale to end War with Miz standing tall. Does this mean Jason Jordan wins on Sunday? Hope not, but hey, Miz has been a great IC champ. He's probably the only guy that can make it over. But give Jordan the right opportunity and give him a chance to shine on his own without Angle holding him back. He could be good as a solo guy, but they still should have never broken up American Alpha. But hey, at least they got Gable, a great new partner, and Shelton Benjamin, a more thicker, more bigger, and darker tag team partner. You know, he's more blacker than Jordan is. And the unintentionally racist stuff, because I'm not racist at all. I like all people. So, anyway. These are a little wall, you know, a lot of jobber matches. And a lot more segments and matches. I know it's a go-home show, but should have had a lot more matches in there. A lot more relevant matches, not just jobber matches. And you had like 2 matches that mattered. the triple threat tag that should have been at No Mercy, but it's not. And the six-pack challenge to name a challenger 6 days before your pay-per-view. Typical of WWE. They always like to do that sometimes. There is a little bit of heat on Jordan and Miz. They have teased the feud around July, but they didn't pull the trigger for it at SummerSlam because of the lack of reaction for Jordan. Thus, the pre-show match with like 20 people when they didn't let anyone in the arena on time in Brooklyn for the SummerSlam pre-show, which Miz mentioned on Raw the next night, saying this is what a full Barclays Center looks like. Proving that Miz is still magic on the mic, but not like the Brain. So rest in peace, the Brain. The smartest man in the room is the Brain. How's he doing? Salute to him and salute to you for watching this Raw review with that in mind. You've been attacked by the review from Zach. See you later. Bye.